Debate.
Hi there, it's another edition of the program Baf School'S Debate! Yes, this is a debate competition where schools in Delta State, interested schools in Delta State participate, okay? And Baf School'S Foundation has put this together whereby the winner will be able to go home with 250,000 naira as the first prize, the second prize 150,000 naira, and the third prize is 100,000 naira. A foundation that has been transforming lives. Thank you, Bashiru Askia. Okay, yes. Today we have two participating schools, and we have Rotary Secondary School, Jedo. Also, we have Noble Royal Onward Academy. Rotary Secondary School, Jedo, it's Rogene and No, and God Sent Omo Berale. So that is God Sent Omo Berale. Now we have also representing Noble Royal Onward Academy is Galubi Karina. Alright, representing Noble Royal Onward Academy is Karina Galubi and Blessing Ovoroiring. Alright, what are they debating on? They are debating on the topic we say schools should focus more on science and maths rather than music or art. Okay? Alright, our judges from today, we're going to start off with the ladies first, and that is the lady there, Reverend Mrs. Tola Iman Imeleye. Professor Uzwaza Okoro. And next is our timekeeper, a lovely timekeeper, and that is Favor Anini. Alright, over to the judges. They're going to tell us right now the rules for the debates.
Okay. Once more, you're all welcome to Baf School'S Debate. The rules for the debates: the chief speaker comes up for 3 minutes for the first time. The supporting speaker has 2 minutes, and the chief speaker returns for another 2 minutes. Now, when you hear the first bell, it tells you to start rounding off your points. The second bell will tell you that your time is up, and then when you hear the bell ringing continuously, is to alert you that you're supposed to be off the podium. So manage your time well. Let the best school win.
Alright, speaking for the motion is a Rotary Secondary School, Jedo, and we have here Rogene and No. Are you ready?
My interlocutor's assertion that schools should focus on music and art rather than science and math is not just ridiculous but also absurd. It is on this ground I say, good day Mr. Chairman, honorable adjudicators, accurate timekeeper, moderators, members of the opposing team, and my well-esteemed audience. Standing before you is Ms. Irogene Ano, a GS student of Rotary Secondary School. I'm captain of the affirmative side, and our motion is schools should focus on math and science rather than music and art. It is sacrosanct I define some terms which will aid my analysis of the topic. What is music and art? Music and art is an aspect of humanity that intends to develop general and intellectual skill rather than professional or occupational skill, which is according to the Oxford Advanced Learners English Dictionary. While science and math, on the other hand, is a way of understanding that our thinkings are embedded in a rational logic, focusing on universal knowledge and statement, which is seen by society as a general and essential component of schooling, which is according to the Wikipedia. I will be proposing the motion with the following point. 1. Science broadens our perspectives. Investing more in science and math definitely sets a learner up for school success by fostering positive attitudes toward learning. You may ask me why. You agree with me that a foundational science skill impacted on a learner can help that learner think critically, solve problems, and better understand the world around her. Science also changes how you see other subjects, including music and art, which you so clamor for. Some may examine works of art with so much interest after studying our IC color. Students may notice the varieties of tools in orchestra instruments after studying sound waves, which is only possible by science. A more pertinent point is science encourages creativity. What is in the mind of everyone seated right here is that music and art encourages creativity, which is quite true. But while art is creative in itself, science creativity brings about development, advancement, and transformation, because only from an innovative approach can someone move further in the field of science. A more salient point that quite places science and math above every other discipline is the value. It is true that the value of music and art is incomparable to that of science and math, but I bet you agree with me that the value of science and math is brought to make this world interconnected with technology. Let's reflect on this. How would the world look like if we had placed so much value on music and art rather than science and math? Joking apart, we see the cavemen carving on walls, picking up stone just to create art. It would be so ridiculous. I heard a story on the news which quite illustrates my point correct. Landfills are flowing in oceans and rivers, but clever scientists have found the way of using this old plastic with alpha to pave new roadways. This has only become an idea because of science. I'll be rounding up on Words on Marble by Edwin Teller. We say the science of today is the technology of tomorrow, so don't discard it, but with it, education is complete. Thank you.
Alright, don't forget the rules of the debate. The first speaker speaks for 3 minutes, the second speaker speaks for 2 minutes, and the first speaker comes back in, which is the chief speaker, comes back again to do another 2 minutes. Okay? Now we have the chief speaker from Noble Royal Onward Academy, and that is Galubi Karina.
Education, a powerful weapon with which we can change our world, forms a formidable combination when a good heart, a good head, and a literate tongue is added to it. Says Nelson Mandela, a freedom fighter who has made his mark in the sound of time. With that I say, good day, Chairman, sir, moderator, accurate timekeeper, impartial panel of judges, my eloquent co-debaters, and my audience. Standing boldly before you is Galubi Karina, a student in Noble Royal World Academy, and I'm here to strongly oppose the motion that says education should focus on science and math rather than music and art. And my reasons are: 1. Socio-political issue of our country. In schools and tertiary institutions, subjects like civic education, government, political sciences, and history are being taught to students, otherwise known as the leaders of tomorrow, in order to create awareness on the history of their country, their rights and duties as citizens of their country. It also brings to remembrance the suffering, sacrifices, and prevalence of our leaders past, which have made this country an independent one today. Such acts of bravery and patriotic exploits are being brought to remembrance to the use of arts like sculpting, music, and drama, among others. So should we allow this inspiring achievements of our fathers be led to fade away in the light of technology? I leave that question for my opponent to answer. 2. Unveiling of individual potentials. Creativity cannot be taught. People use their individual talents to create something beautiful that impact their life and that of others. Art gives us the ability to express ourselves, our emotions and feelings, otherwise we just clones of each other. Art has given this country the ability to boast of sculptors, novelists, authors of life-transforming books, and artists who explore all aspects of the human mind, thus adding colors to our days. In the area of culture and traditions, in the history of, since time immemorial, the black race has been known to be full of great strength and great caliber. We have a history of brave and gallant men. We demonstrate our cultural heritage with the use of art like sculpting, music, and drama, even fashion, which is with our dress code, telling foreigners about our cultures. But since the arrival of technology, we have seemed to be consistently losing touch of our cultural and traditional roots. We have decided to adapt to the ways of the white men, thus neglecting our cultures and traditions. And that is where art steps in, to remind us of those cultures and traditions in order to create a better today and tomorrow for ourselves and the future generation. Hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to enlighten you and not brainwash you that education should not focus on math and science, thereby neglect music and art. Thank you.
In here, yes, it's a debate, Okay, now we're going to join the next speaker, which is going to be from Rotero School. Are you ready?
Professor.
Our prof. All right, over to you.
Good day, Mr. Chairman, honorable educators, moderator, accurate timekeeper, members of the opposing team, and my well-esteemed audience. My name is Master Omoy Bradley Consent, a learner of Retired Secondary School. I'm here to advance the position of Miss Anna Regene, and as such, opting for the claim we say schools should focus more on science and maths rather than music and art. Now, science and maths are important for a variety of reasons, including one, science and maths develop problem-solving skills. Through science, children have the ability to face challenges and solve problems creatively, but with a clear understanding of what they are doing. Scientific concepts provide skills for analysis, synthesis, critical and logical thinking. All this allows students to investigate more better, think more better, and reach their own conclusions. Intensifying, mathematics and science are a fundamental part of human thought. Mathematics provides an effective way of building up mental discipline, and it encourages logical reasoning and mental recall. In addition, mathematical knowledge plays a crucial role in understanding the context of classical subjects such as social studies, business studies, home economics, and even music and art. Now, why is science and maths more important and unique from other school subjects? Science and maths have a transversal nature. If we reflect on the history of the curriculum in general, then we can say mathematics, including geometry and algebra, were two of the 7 liberal arts in Greek and as well in the medieval times. This historical supports the motion that mathematical knowledge has provided the mental discipline needed for other disciplines. Lastly, mathematics and science are much needed disciplines. There's hardly anything we do that does not involve math and science. Is it in our driving because we use math and science to calculate the shortest route to reach our destinations? Is it in our cooking to calculate the amount of ingredients we put in our food? Is it in our businesses to calculate our profit or losses? In conclusion, mathematics and science are a foundation of other disciplines. Take out the building, the foundation remains. But if you take out the foundation, the building is totally destroyed. So, should the foundation be neglected? You tell me. Thank you.
Alright, we've just heard from the speaker of Rotero Secondary School. Now we want to go to the second speaker of the Noble Royal Onward Academy. And that is Blessing. Are you ready?
Yes,
okay, over to you.
Standing before this garden is Blessing Overani, a bona fide representative of Noble Royal Onward Academy Mori. I am here to strongly oppose the motion which says education should focus more on maths and science rather than music or arts. Before I proceed, I would like to give honor to those honor is due. Good day, Mr. Chairman, impartial panel of judges, moderator, accurate timekeeper, and co-debaters with my fellow students. Firstly, science is thematic study of behavior or physical and natural observation of the world. While art is creativity, art is life, and it triggers emotion. Without art, science will be able to make a clear illustration about its profound theory. I once read about an earth scientist who was also an artist. Fortunately, there was a science competition to award the prize to the scientist who could produce an original research and publish his results in a way that readers will easily understand. This particular scientist, doubled as an artist, completed his research, published his results, created a pencil to illustrate his work, and finally wrote a poem to explain his finding. At the end, he won. Another competitor did not come close. He also attracted 90% of academics who attended as observers. This implies that art is a way of communicating and helps the scientist to communicate his finding in a way that the audience will appreciate. There is no doubt that science and maths lead to highly productive individuals in a way that music and art cannot compare. But you need to remember that after you spend your whole chunk of day at work, hopping from one task to another, you will need to unwind when you get home. Sometimes, scientists feel so important that they start to look down on people who study the arts. What they don't know is that the very medium for teaching the science falls under the art. I hope you use points of mine have been able to convince you and not to confuse you that art and music should be given more attention in school rather than maths and science. Thank you.
Alright, we've heard from the supporting speaker of that is Noble Royal Academy, Onward Academy. Now we want to take a break, and when we come back, the chief speaker of Rotero Secondary School, Jedo, will be coming back again.
Baf School'S Debate.
Alright.
Bashiru Askia Foundation, transforming lives.
Alright, welcome back. In case you're just joining us, the program is Baf School'S Debate. Yes, this is the quarter-final stage. Whoever lives here now goes to the semi-finals. And don't forget the winner is going on with 250,000 naira. The second prize, 150,000 naira. And the third prize, 100,000 naira. Okay? And that is from Bashiru Askia Foundation. Thank you so much. Now we're going back to the chief speaker of Rotero Secondary School. Jedo, over to you.
Standing on the existing protocols, I feel like my opponent isn't quite getting my points correctly. We aren't saying schools should neglect music and art. We're just trying to say they should focus more on science and math. Science and math help build future leaders. My opponent was also saying science and math helps build creativity. But same with science. Science is not just creative, but it brings about innovation and development. But science, music and art creativity is just static. My opponent said it also helps to express one's ideas and thoughts, which is true. But science brings those ideas and thoughts into physical technology. Let's take for instance the aeroplane. The aeroplane was first an idea put on paper as art, but was created and implemented by science. Lastly, let's imagine a world where we place so much value on music and art rather than science and math. Joking apart, I probably think there will be no structure or building for us to hold this debate. Probably outside playing with sands and stone to create art, which would be so ridiculous. There will probably be no vehicles to bring us down here. Would have probably walked down here, would be so exhausting. In conclusion, we aren't saying schools should remove music and art from the educational system, but we're saying schools should focus more on science and math. Thank you.
Yes, okay, now we've heard from the Chief Speaker of Rotero Secondary School, Jedo. Now, the Chief Speaker for Noble Royal Onward Academy. Are you ready? Galubi Karina, over to you.
Standing on the existing protocols, my opponent says that science helps to build a better and innovative society. It's quite true, but in the area of big data, where scientists analyze billions of events shown by social and natural phenomena, the only way of understanding this is through visualization, where the artists play an enormous role, which should not be neglected. People say that the artists, people say the artists are not, they just create things. She said it's ridiculous. The way we boast about the art sector is ridiculous, but I don't think so. Standing for us to be able to stand in this place and express ourselves, talk and even stand on this podium, everything that this sector is standing on is based on the art sector. Like now, for example, if a teacher is in the school, teaching their students, the only way they can pass their information to the students is through art, which deals with their expression and others. I can also say that art brings us closer to God, because through music we feel the presence of the Lord. It draws us back to God. And people say that the most important in conclusion, I say education should not focus on science, thereby neglecting music and art.
All right, it happens. Well, we're going to take a break right now. When we come back, the judges will be ready with the results.
Baf School'S Debate. All right. Bashiru asks.
Okay, welcome back to Baf School'S Debate. All right, having listened to both schools and having considered our criteria, the schools, they all did very well. The chief speakers marshaled out their points very, very well. And one of the things we would ask that you do as a school, talking with the teachers, is that you allow your students to be clear when they speak, stressing their end consonants and speaking for us to hear clearly what they are saying. It's good to use your phonetics, but when your phonetics are not understood, it becomes a problem. Okay. I will be announcing the best speaker for today, and for both of us, and I'm sure audience at home would also agree with us that we would have a young professor, God sent, Omer Berala, who is the best speaker for this edition. Congratulations. Very lively, very articulate, and very convinced of what he was saying. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yeah. I want to once more congratulate both schools for a well display of excellence. Thank you once more. At the end of today's debate, Noble Royal Onward Academy scored a total point of 100 marks. While Rotero scored a total of 108 marks. So, congratulations to Rotero being the winner of today's debate.
Alright, we've gotten the winners for today's competition, and that is Rotero Secondary School, Jedo. Congratulations! Yes, don't forget, Noble Royal Onward Academy, you've done well. Congratulations to you too. Well done, well done. Well, there must always be a winner, and representing the souvenir on behalf of Baf School'S Debate Foundation is one of our judges, and that is Reverend Mrs. Tola Iman.
Thank you very much. Congratulations to both of you. On behalf of Baf School'S Debate Foundation, present this to you for being the best speaker in this debate. And again, on behalf of Baf School'S Debate Foundation, present this to you as the winner of this debate. Congratulations.
Alright, thank you for being part of the program. I want to say thank you to my lovely judges, and that is Professor Uzwazo Koro, and Reverend Mrs. Tola Iman Imeleye. Thank you so much for being here. And my timekeeper, that is Favor Anini. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget, this program was brought to you by Baf School'S Debate Foundation, a foundation that has been transforming lives. Where the winner goes on with 250,000 naira, the second prize 150,000 naira, and the third prize 100,000 naira. So Rotero Secondary School, Jedo, you are now qualified for the semi-finals. Congratulations. Alright, I'll see you the same time next week. My name is Obesi Songyu saying, have a lovely day. The program is Baf School'S Debate.